My name is Riaz Khan. I'm head coach at BYSA. I got started late 2002. I was approached by Anwar Katak. From there, I started first joined in a little bit of playing football with them. Gradually, I started getting involved more with the coaching side. Gradually, started getting my FA coaching badges along the years. In the last 5 years or 6 years, we've started entering teams into competitive leagues. They've not had the parental support and guidance in order to get them where they need to get to in order to get scouted, let alone actually getting into the clubs. If there's an Asian player and a non-Asian player competing for the same position, for example, there's been many occasions when the Asian player has been a lot better, because sometimes the scouts and the coaches actually have been told not to sign certain players from certain backgrounds and stuff as well. Attending meetings with the county FAs and the FA in terms of Asian participation, and we give our input as well as many other people's input, and they've actually been quite good sessions, and we'll be attending another one at Villa Park soon as well. So it's all about, there's no point just crying about what's happened in the past. We have to look at what's happening now and, you know, try to mold the future for the next generation. One of the problems nowadays is that there's too many negative role models for these kids, which they see on a daily basis, but yet they won't see enough positive role models. So with the mentoring programs, it's been there to benefit these kids and help them become well-rounded individuals, to offer them inspiration, to offer them support, to give them guidance in terms of seeing that there's people from similar backgrounds to them who have come from similar areas. Some have probably come from many years ago from these areas where there was a lot more open racism, violence and things like this, and they've made a success of themselves in a legal way. Sometimes a lot of these kids lack a lot of self-confidence, a lot of self-belief from home, from school. A lot of the times they're being told that they're not able, they're not capable, they're not worth anything, and we try to build their confidence up and show them that they can be anything they wish to be if they choose to work hard enough at being it. So I think we've actually seen that a lot in these boys from when they first started in the mentoring program. From the first few weeks, when asked to stand up and introduce themselves, they were struggling to even introduce themselves and talk about what they liked, to now they can stand up and speak in front of a room full of people. We like to offer them loads of support. So if there's a particular area that they're interested in, like engineers for example, or going into doing apprenticeships, through our committee, through our organization, we have contacts with many people from all different backgrounds. We talk a lot about the problems in society, but nobody wants to offer their time to actually come and offer an hour on a Friday evening or any other day to actually try to do their little part to help change the process and the conditions in our communities. When I see some of these boys that have come through the organisation, I might see them on the street somewhere, I might see them at a wedding or something like this, and it actually is amazing to see these boys fully grown. Sometimes I might not even recognise them, and they come over to me and say, "Coach, how's things? How's football? Is football still running?" And these guys are now grown. Some of them are married, some of them have kids. We've got kids who have actually gone on and got degrees, qualified in many different fields. This boy ended up losing his mother. The thing that really made me proud was the rest of the team wanted to show their respects to the family. So they decided to go collectively and finish the session early, the training session, which is almost impossible to get them to do on a normal day. They actually wanted to finish it early and go and pay the respects, and this shows a sense of community and unity. And this included people who are from different backgrounds, not from the same background as the boy who's struggling, but they felt his pain the same way he felt it. For the young boy himself, it, it did him wonders to know that his teammates were there with him, and they were suffering with him as well, to be fair. Even though they're not related in any way, they felt his pain because there was all one group. There's also one other story which really encourages me in terms of what BYSA is doing and what we're all about. There was one guy in our team who is very different to the rest of the boys in the team. He's very academic, he's a lot more reserved, he's not into your typical teenage sort of stuff. And when we took these boys to a fantastic trip, to a football team trip to Real Madrid, the rooms were set up in a way where the boy had certain characters around him which were very different to him but could also be very supportive to him. And what we seen was the otherwise dominant boys in the group, as well as the rest of the group, they all took him under their wings. They all took him under their wing, and they actually made him feel more a part of the team than he'd ever felt in the year and a half previous to that. And he actually helped him grow in confidence massively. And this is what BYSA is all about. We want to have well-rounded individuals who are the next generation leaders and inspiration for the next generation as well.